like a millionth to cajillionth time. Sorry, that's just how the stream is. I'm streaming to my Xbox. The quality is gonna be low, but you know, hey, the vibes are good at least. But yeah, yeah. Last time barely got anything done. Well, never mind. We got to the end of the game. Yeah, we got to the end of the game. Kind of blue balled myself there. I brute forced the end of the game. Yeah, a fucking big gold guy came out of nowhere, killed me like 15 fucking times, and yeah, I kind of had to. I literally brute forced everything because my level was super fucking low. The NCR guys, um, so I kind of had to just brute force that and almost died, and then I had to brute force my way through the Legion, because I was super under level for that. I mean, I feel like I could have talked my way out of fighting the gold guy, but again, I was super under level for that as well. Um, yeah, so yeah, pretty much this is a fucking side quest day. We're gonna do a bunch of side quests. We're gonna brute force a lot of these side quests too. We got the get the White Glove Society quest. The gotta figure out what the fuck the Muertes at Gamora, what their fucking deal is, and maybe some other shit. I don't know. Just anything to level up to like at least level 20 at best. Um, yeah. So basically, I was gonna, when I do level up, I just gotta level up my speech to like ungodly levels. Yeah, last year I got really fucking burnt out at like 6 a.m. It's 3 a.m. right now, so it'll probably be 6 a.m. in 3 hours. But not even probably, it just is. That's how time works. The fuck? That was dumb. Today we're gonna do just a bunch of side missions and try to wrap up loose ends. You know? Yeah. So yeah, I went back to I went back to a even further save where like now, see, now I didn't check off, oh yeah, don't ignore the boomers, ignore the White Glove Society, ignore the Muertes, ignore the Great Khans, right? Because I do want to see what these people's whole deals are, you know. Hey, we're not gonna brute force the game. I learned my lesson last stream, right? First, we're gonna tackle the Muertes. What do you know about the Muertes?
I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gamora for information. Maybe she knows something.
There we go. I really do want to like beat this playthrough because like if we did that, I really want to play this game on my own and like just do like a bunch of different fucking playthroughs.
I knew someone would call in that mark soon. What do you want to know?
There we go. I need to know who to talk to about what's going on in Gamora.
All I can tell you is to find Caccino. He's the lowest level lieutenant you're going to be able to talk to. Some of the girls say he's been involved in some shady business the family wouldn't really like. Ask him about it.
Okay. What can you tell me about what's going on around the strip?
Not much of a rumor, but I hear the Tops is always looking for new talent. Lord knows they've needed it for a long time.
Lord knows how to find them. Okay. Okay, wait, like, I did good, you know. I came back, I came back to the game, I didn't brute force it.
Welcome to Gamora. How can I have a good time? Good luck.
Okay, right? Just one bet couldn't hurt, right? No, 30. A 30 cap bet, 30 caps couldn't hurt. Okay. Okay. Okay, right now, do a little like a small 20. Small 20 on red, couldn't hurt, couldn't hurt. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, okay. Like a small 20 couldn't hurt. Okay, okay. See, lesson learned. Lesson learned. So like a tiny 10. A tiny 10. A tiny little 10. Okay. Another tiny 10 and a little 15. Okay, okay, see, again, learn my lesson here. Learn my lesson. Got it, great, good. Okay, got 25. You know, that's good.
I
Oh,
hear you've been asking questions about me, dickweed. What the fuck do you want?
I was gonna go look for you, but, okay. Here, I hear you've been, doing some business on the side. What can you tell me about Gamora?
I banged Lot's wife and licked a salty ass. The fuck do I look like? I'm the one asking the questions here. Now tell me why you've been dropping my name before I get some muscle over here and we find a private place to talk.
Hey, you've been doing side shit.
What the fuck do you mean business? You looking to get yourself burned? Now you start talking real clear, and I mean fucking crystal clear, because I'm about to lose my patience.
Okay, Baldy, you're talking big game here, okay? I hear you've been dealing with some business that is off limits for the family.
I don't give half a dick what you heard. Now get the fuck out of my face before I burn your sorry ass. You again. What the fuck do you want? Bye.
Okay, a room or his persons. Oh, I can pickpocket him. There we go. Fucking dick. Transactions are his own personal finances, and this is done behind the back of the Moraiza family. He also talks in great detail about how many sexual encounters with Gamora's prostitutes, including Joanna. After nearly every off-the-book sale or sexual trick, he vows this one will be his last.
You again. What the fuck do you want?
Well, I got receipts, fuck nigga, so you gonna have to shut the fuck up.
Where the fuck did you get that?
I
Okay,
pickpocketed
listen,
off you 10
that's some
seconds ago.
dangerous shit you got there. That book can get me killed if the wrong people see it. Let's talk. What do you want? What can I do for you?
God damn it. Give me everything you have. I'll consider making a deal. God damn it. I really gotta upgrade. See, this is why I need to do these missions, because all my shit is super low level. Why don't you try and tell it? Take it from me. I think I'm gonna keep it for a little while.
I can't stop you, but that's gonna mean my death. I can make it worth your while to give it to me, though. Plus, if you go to the bosses, I can't help you stop what they've been doing. All right. I can't stop you, but I think we can help each other out. I know not at home in the NCR would be happy to get some dirt on the family. I can help you get that dirt, and you got me by the short hairs. Hey, look who it is!
That tone changed real quick.
Yeah, I hope you're looking to do some business with me. I think it could be mutually beneficial. I can pay you for it, of course. I also have some information about the family's business that you might find interesting. Between you and I, we can break up what they're planning, maybe save some lives. Mine included, of course. Oh, here's some caps. Now give me the journal. Right, there we go. So let me tell you what I know about the family's business. The bosses, Big Sal and Nero, have been working for a while on this. They're arming themselves like an army, using this new guy, Troik. They also brought in a specialist named Clarendon. At least that's what they introduced him as.
I don't know, specialist is Clamden.
I got no fucking idea. They let him have the run of the place, though. He seems like a nice guy, but he makes me nervous. He's a little arrogant, but he's too nice. Too open. I've never seen him fucking a gambler. Everyone has a vice, but this guy seems like the Pope.
Hmm.
Okay, toss him at me.
Think about
He's a skittish little fucker. Spends half the day pumping his body full of chems and the other half pumping hookers with his willy. He has some kind of connections, so he's able to smuggle huge shipments of weapons into the Strip. The boss has got him by the short hairs. We covered up a hooker he killed while flying on some psycho, so he gets us guns in exchange for not ratting. Okay, toss them at me.
You know anything else about what they are planning?
No, just that it involves guns and muscle. Also that it's big. Very big. Only Nero and Big Saul know everything, and they ain't telling. Okay, toss them at me. Okay, you can find me here or upstairs in my room. I'll let the muscle know you're a friend of mine. That should let you get around a little easier.
Oh, man. Oh, notice him.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Would
I don't see how that's your business. I'm just a guest here, having a little fun.
yeah, sure, buddy. Tell me what happened.
Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night.
Oh my God. I just remembered now. The room from the previous part. Yeah, where like the room was like covered in blood and
I
shit.
took some
Oh
cans with the girl I
God.
was with, but I never black out. I did this time though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood.
Know where that came
I
from?
keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble. All right, have at it.
Okay. What kind of?
That night, mostly buff out. I like to cut it with a little bit of jet and wash it down with some whiskey. That was my standard Saturday night.
That doesn't sound like enough to get you lose your whole night.
What? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what was up with that. All right, have at it.
He did it on purpose. How did the family find out about it?
When I saw the body, I started screaming. In a few seconds, some of their soldiers were in there cleaning up the room. They offered to keep silent about what happened if I agreed to help them get their hands on large quantities of guns at deep discounts.
He's a very open book.
All right, have at it. You'd do that for me? I'm not sure what can be done, but you'd be doing me a solid if you would. I've been talking to Big Saul mostly.
Let's talk about
Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me.
yeah, this room. Like Jesus, man. I think that motherfucker did this shit on purpose. He had to have. Like the medical thing said, that wasn't enough for him to go fucking crazy. Unless somebody drugged him to go fucking crazy.
So
Yeah, unless somebody drugged him to go crazy. Framed him and just so they can get him to get them guns, because they knew he could probably get them guns.
You're the honcho of one of
That's
the...
just a theory.
Good to see you again. Hope you're winning some money in here.
Oh yeah, this is the nice guy we met. Oh yeah.
Kachino. Yeah, I've heard the name. Not sure why he'd send you to me. Is he helping out with room service or something?
Talk. We met him already.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room.
Yeah, I talked to him already.
Bye.
I couldn't get anything out of him.
I figured you might have that problem. That guy's pretty much a mystery. I did some asking around about him. On the down low, of course. Turns out the boss's plans are right fucked without him. Killing him would probably work wonders. Just don't let anyone see you do it.
He seems like a nice guy, though. Deal about
Yeah, I know him. You'll probably find him in his room upstairs. He usually just sends down for girls or food.
Welcome.
Hey, you're Kachino's friend. You got business with me?
What kind of business do you do here?
We run a hotel. What do you think our business is?
You got the fucking gabagool accent, okay? You don't just run a casino, Gango, okay? You gotta be doing some other illegal activity with a fucking accent like... I'm curious on... Mick and Ross are curious why you stopped buying guns from them.
Sorry, but I don't know you from Adam. And you don't have any business getting in our business. Ah, Troik. What you want? Some more jet? A fresh batch of girls? Maybe a guy or two this time.
Actually, I'd like to see about getting him out of that obligation to you. Obligations to you. Something about his story don't sit right with me.
What, that he's a murdering jethead? Not a new story around here.
Something doesn't seem right with him, cause like, again, like the medical option, right? Or like prompted that, oh yeah, that wasn't enough for him to go fucking cuckoo, right? So, like, either he was drugged and like framed, or he's just a fucking, you know, a murderer, you know. Most likely the latter, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds alright to me. I bet we can find someone to do his work for that much. Tell him to get going.
Okay, I got the so I got the token, where the fuck his name, dude, out of his deal, even though I'm pretty sure he's a murderer, but hey, he's in the lounge or something, I think. No, stream, the game crashed. Alright. Don't crash again, please?
Make it quick. Holy shit. Really? Okay, I'll help you. But I'm getting the hell out of here first chance I get.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the guns, the Mortes
They're
have?
keeping a little utility section down off the basement. I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind.
How do you get the guns into the strip?
I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the strip. He marks some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie.
Where did the guns come from?
As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail. Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite. That should turn that shit into molten slag. As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself look like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out.
Okay.
Hey,
They're
what
about
can I
to
do for you?
blow up.
What the fuck are you talking to me for? Go destroy the damn guns so we can move on.
Okay, I thought he would help, but okay. Don't really have a stream schedule, honestly. It's kind of off and on, you know. Okay, okay, storage room. Where the fuck is the storage room? Okay, I gotta lock in for a second. Okay, well, no, I guess, yeah.
Always open for business.
Oh, he handed me the thermite. Never. He handed me the thermite already. That's it. Now I just gotta place it. Okay. Oh, whatever. That was way more aggressive than I expected it to be. Lock in. Okay, I destroyed all the guns.
Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss's plans.
Okay, what's the next step to breaking up the boss's plans?
Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die.
Why they need to die?
As long as they're alive, they can start up their plans again. All you've managed to do is stall them. I guarantee you they have contingencies.
Okay, what happens when the bosses are gone?
When they're gone, I'm gonna run this joint. Don't worry, I'll take care of this place.
How do we take care of the bosses? There we go, Jesus.
They're a little bit upset about what's been done to muck up their plans. They tasked me to find out who's responsible. There isn't gonna be another chance to get both of them together in the same room. I'll slip you a gun, and we can take them out.
Okay, let's take care of the bosses.
Hurry and get ready. I'll give you a gun when you get to the room.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be friends with the bosses with one of the. So I'm gonna be friends with the boss of Gamora. Okay. Mafia shit, gabagool, ravioli, breadsticks. Sopranos. I don't fucking know.
It's time for the meeting with the bosses. We can't chit-chat right now. Hey, here's that gun I promised you. I suggest using it while they are talking.
Let's
Pretty
have
sure they're
some
gonna kill
words.
you after they
Take
talk.
Okay. God, my character looks so dumb.
So I assume you know why we called you here.
No idea.
You're a real thorn in our side. We've got business plans. You set us back a little bit, I'll admit that. However, we wanted you to know that nothing you did made a shit bit of difference, and you're going to die of failure. All right. Over here. You like.
What the fuck, dude? Okay. God, no, come on. Fuck. Yo, I can't let my gun out. Fuck, he died. God damn it.
I'll give you a gun when you get to the room.
Okay. Awesome. That did not go as planned. Okay, you know what? Instead of talking and sitting down, how about I get up and just fucking shotgun him in the head? Because that seems like it'd work better than sitting right in front of them where I'm in their line of sight and they could gun me down like a fucking firing squad. You know what? There we go. Accepted. There we go. The strip. Okay, accepted. Okay, folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. I am helpful. Sal's password? Okay.
Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. I'm gonna run a tight ship here, don't you worry.
Okay, planning to play some games at the casino.
Of course, after all you did for me, here are some chips for you. Play, have some fun.
There we go.
Bye.